Hey, everyone's okay. That was pretty simple.
13 hours.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're in the old Duramax bus here, and it's not mine, just to answer any questions. It was dropped off by a guy that actually rents a slip over here to ask if we could fix it. We got it running for him, but today we're going to do kind of a shop and garage update, because really it's been 6 months since we moved in and a lot has changed, and I've actually had a lot of questions recently about it, whether we rent 1 bay or 2 bays and stuff like that. So I want to go through the shop and show you guys the whole setup, because it's all really together now, and that way you guys can see where we're working every night in here building these trucks and stuff like that. Let me tell you something about this bus here before we get started. This sucker is a C4500 with the Duramax diesel. She's been sitting for a while. She's a 30-passenger bus, but she purrs like a kitten. I tell you what, this is a tough bus. I don't care what you got to say about it.
It rolls coal.
It does roll coal. It will roll coal. I have confirmed that, and it does. And it's got the handicap thing, so you can load your toolboxes up in the back. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. All right, so for those of you who are new to the channel who have never really seen the outside of the garage, this is our shop. It is about 4,000 square feet enclosed, and then we have our covered storage here. So we actually have 3 bays, 2 of which are actually enclosed with doors, and we call this the covered storage part, where we keep all the miscellaneous trailers and stuff like that. But I'll start out front of the shop here. If you see, all the trucks and everything are scattered out here. Even the Cateye is out for this video because we were cleaning up the shop from weeks of making it really dirty. But out here in front of the shop, we've actually had to drive gravel to try to make our pad a little bit further out because we were making it a mud hole. This is where the trucks, when we show up, this is where we're parking, is right out here in the concrete. Anytime we wash one of the trucks, we wash it out here. We bring it out to start them and stuff like that. And then over here, kind of is where, if we do work for somebody, normally their vehicles get staged here. So right now there's actually the oboe trailer. The gooseneck usually lives under the covered storage, but it's been sitting outside for a little while. The old mullet machine just got dropped off like yesterday, and that's supposed to be getting an LS swap and stuff. I don't really know what all we're doing as far as that, if we're doing the whole swap or what's up with that. You got the Z Chevrolet, as I'm calling it. It's got old round body and Duramax and Cateye like body panels and stuff on it. It's just kind of sitting here beside an old 383 stroker block. So this is kind of where we stage anything that needs to be worked on. And the Z, how long has the Z's been here for? Like 5 months.
Yeah,
it hasn't moved.
That one, that's a parts cart. That thing's not moving.
Are we doing the whole
soon.
LS swap on this?
So I don't know what the guy, he's one of my buddies. He's got a fully rebuilt T5 in there. We're going to throw that in there for him, and he's going to rock the 305 right now, get an LS and build it. And I think we're going to help him build it, and then we'll throw it in there for him, help him do the LS swap to this. Should be a pretty nasty 3rd gen when it's done, but we'll have to see. You know, that's probably going to be months down the road.
It's a pretty dang solid car.
It is.
I was looking it over today when I got down here. But so this is the side that hardly any of you guys have ever seen, because we don't do much over here. This front area is where I color match or paint any pieces on my truck or Austin's trucks. You know, just our own personal stuff here, or the trailer. We did the trailer in here. We'll do the burnout truck in here. This is the area I do it. We've done a lot of work in here recently. So our carpet's really bad, but this is like dust trap carpet. That's the exhaust fan. We've got boards that block the door off and create exhaust and stuff like that. You know, the air system comes in from the other side, from the compressor, air filtration. You know, if you guys have seen any of the color match videos, you know that, you know, this is where we do it at. We got the lights on the wall, and back here is not really much. We just kind of store miscellaneous stuff over here because we do paint work over there. You get a lot of dust and overspray back in here, so we don't put anything that we would be upset about getting overspray on. The Cateye bumper lives its life in here, but I can always get the overspray off of it when we go to put it back on. Austin's old F-250 wheels and tires are sitting back there. You know, stuff like that. It's just miscellaneous stuff that we just don't want on the mechanic shop side. So we don't really do a lot over here. The main part we do is in the one next door. So if you watch our videos, this is the bay where really everything happens. Now, like I said, we have both of them. We've got this one. This is where we work in. This is where the toolboxes live, all of our equipment and stuff like that. The compressor lives its life over here, but funny story, I really wish I wouldn't have put it over here. You know, we put it into the fuse box right there, but when there's work going on over there, it's over here loud and it messes up filming. But it lives its life over here. Austin's giant tool wagon snap-on box lives up here. And actually, we just moved it back to the front of the shop because if you've watched the video where the Cateye is sitting there in the middle, we're always working right here. So the tools need to be a little bit closer. But we keep all of the tools and workbenches closer to the back here because this is where we're working on stuff. The stuff that's in the back, like Austin's car, and then the Cateye a little bit further back, and those don't move much.
The long-term projects are kind of like
in the back.
From here back. This is quick service if we need to pull something in and out. We'll use this right here.
So it's a little bit dirty and cluttered up right here. This is like, this is our true catch-all table. We sort through it later. And then, you know, detailed stuff stays here. You know, the cart that I roll outside when I'm cleaning stuff, plus all of the bulk stuff stays on the shelf in here. So that way, anytime we wash the car, I've got everything right here for us to use. Workbench, 6.0 pistons on it now. Shelving, we wish we had even more shelving because we really fill it up. There's we keep all of our shop supplies on it. Some parts, you know, to see the TBS intake manifold and fuel rails and stuff like that live on the shelf.
We got my 5.3 torn down right here, just stock intake.
If you take a close look, it's like an LS explosion in here. I mean, there is
literally
cams and oil pumps and heads and 4060 converters and intakes and you name it, man. They're all over the place. This desk right here is actually, and it's the guy who's holding the camera, this is Cam, who does all of our editing. This is like his area that we give him because when we first started coming down here, he had to get stuck on workbenches and then we'd be piling stuff on the workbench and he couldn't work. So this is his desk. We stay out of it. We let him have his own area here and we don't mess with it too much. The heaters and stuff hang out underneath his desk, but this is his area. We don't do anything. We got the full send flag. Subscriber count, we keep alive. You know, we change that every time we come down here so that way we can see the growth and stuff like that. Further back here in the shop, like Austin was saying, this is long-term project areas. We store some of the bigger pieces like the topside creeper, the engine hoist, the furnaces here. You know, this is really just kind of the permanent storage type areas. The old blocks of trucks past live back here too. This is the 5.3 that blew up at Cletus Cars in November. It sits here under the workbench. It'll end up in the scrapyard eventually, but the price of scrap's so low right now. I might as well just keep it here. So that's all those stuff. The old 4-point grate that originally came out of the burnout truck sits back here too. And eventually this needs to find its way over there under the workbench once we take some of the parts off that we want and stuff like that. So old engine stands, chill out back here. So day to day, this is the area we're in, and this is where we're working at every day. And as you can actually watch some of the videos of it get dirtier and dirtier in here, then it gets really clean. Usually Sunday's the day that we pause for the cause and clean the place up and stuff like that. So the floor needs to be pressure washed because we've really made it bad over 6 months between all the engines pulled and trans fluid leaking and stuff like that.
This is the Cateye motor being pulled.
Yeah.
And then
the burnout truck has been the biggest offender.
This is the burnout truck, engine, transmission being pulled.
Yeah. Trans, engine, I mean, it's, you name it, it's leaking all over this. Coolant. The burnout truck is the worst.
The 4.8 splatter.
Oh yeah, we
from
ran
the
the
hole in the
4.8 when it had a hole in the block. So this side is the most used and it's the most dirty, but I want to show you guys the other part of the shop, which is our covered storage. Burnout truck, looking nice. We're still waiting on the trans for that one at the time, but we're ready. So this is what we call the covered storage, and this is where the trailers stay. So you see my old boats back here. The gooseneck usually sits right here. We got to get it over to this side because this is our side door to the shop. But further back here isn't much. It's just scrap. It's actually our scrap pile. Like I said, once scrap gets up, we may take it all, but right now we're just throwing it all back here. The boat stays here, which it'll be gone here in the next month or two once the weather turns. It'll go back to its home at the lake. It live there, but it lives here for now. So we don't do much under here other than just storing stuff, and it's kind of It's nice if the trailer's not here, if it's raining, you can pull in under here and go inside the door and you don't have to get wet or anything like that. But as far as out here, we've really got it made because the bus is kind of hiding some of the land we've got here. You know, this whole back part is just us. You know, we've had a lot of people down here before, and it's not like parking's an issue. You know, the bus, I mean, we got a 30-passenger bus chilling with the Duramax, the Cateye, the F-250s on the other side, the burnout truck, all those cars, and I mean, there's still tons of room. So we really have it made down here, and it's been a great shop. And we were walking up on the hill and looking down here today while every vehicle was sitting down here, and we just took a pause to look at it and think that, you know, everything that we've created down here and everything we've got so far in 6 months is amazing. It's come a long ways, and it's become our shop. And with the amount of time that we spend here every week, every weekend,
It's a second home now.
yeah, I mean, it really is. I spend way more time at this shop than I do at my house. While I'm awake, I mean, the most I do at my house now is sleep. So if I'm not at work, I'm usually here.
This has been able to let us roll out content for you guys, and
That's been the biggest thing. This winter, I'm sure you guys know, it gets dark early, and you can't film outside. I mean, the backyard deal wasn't going to work anymore. I had to have a shop if YouTube was going to continue to grow and stuff like that for us. And this shop has been a critical part of us doing, you know, these Cleats and Cars events and stuff like that, and building the burnout truck, continuing to house the Cateye while we're in that build process, and also doing work for some of our friends in the paint, everything like that. It's been awesome, and I'm super glad that we have it. It was an amazing opportunity we had to get this place when we did, and it worked out perfect. So this is exciting seeing the Cateye out here outside in the sunlight today, because it's been in the shop since December, the first week in December it went in there, and it has not come back out since. Kind of cool to see it out here. I really want it back and running, especially on a nice day like today. It'd be nice to drive it. But that's kind of it. I just wanted to go through the shop and show you guys what all we got going on, and just kind of just so you guys can see what all we've done over the past couple months, especially if you saw when we originally unveiled it. This has been a big deal for us, and we hope to continue to make awesome content down here and keep building awesome trucks and then cars and stuff like that. You know, we're never going to stop, and as long as we have the support here on YouTube and we're able to do it, we're going to do it. So I appreciate you guys watching, and drop any comments you got down below. Don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram at Austin04_Z71. Stay tuned to the channel for more burnout truck content, 6.0 content, Duramax content, school bus content. Probably not school bus content. We got a little bit of work to do on that, but not too much. But I appreciate you guys watching. As always, take care. Have a great day.
You bring me comfort to